I was reading today that 69% of the population, that is to say in the first world countries, speaking Canada, United States, the European nations, Australia, even China, it seems to be that almost 7 people out of 10, they have bitterness in their life. Now, bitterness is something that we really do not want to have. Perhaps you will remember the life of David and Saul, King Saul. This young man, good looking, able to play the harp, was in the presence of the king because the king suffered from depression, an evil spirit. He was not able to deal with it. And through the music of David, he will find an oasis. But one day, the king tries to kill David because David is becoming popular, because he does what is right. Now, David runs away for his life, and he hid himself for months. At the end, David had a chance to vindicate himself, but he doesn't. He does not touch the king. So the king later on dies. Even when he dies, David takes away the life of the man who took the life of the king. Read the story, it's fascinating. But you will notice that David did not hold bitterness against the king, Saul. And here it shows to us how important it is, because after that, David becomes a very strong king. Even though he did wrong things, certainly, but in this story, we find that to hold bitterness against something or someone, it doesn't help us at all. So let me give you 5 things to do. The first thing is that you want to continue to walk uprightly, always content, always do what is right. In the vertical sense in the eyes of God and in the eyes of man. Vertically, horizontally. The second thing is that do not take offense of what people may say to you or do to you or what happened to you. Do not be bitter. Do not be irritated. This will be the third thing. Because if you do that, studies have been done in psychology that this will take a root of bitterness in your life and will hindrance your life. It will stop your healing. It will stop your process of development. The fourth thing that you want to do is never return evil for evil. You know why? It is better to give our cause to God and let God to do your vindication. Do not do your own vindication. It's better if God takes care of it. And that's what I have learned to do. And finally, I made a video about this. It's about forgiveness. When you forgive, then you set yourself, you have fulfilled the requirements in order to see the windows of heaven, to open the doors of heaven, to see new opportunities, to see a river of joy coming to your life where new doors will be open for work, healing opportunities, and you will begin to experience a life of abundance, prosperity, a peaceful, joyful life. Life can change. So do not be of those 69% of people who live with bitterness in this life. Practice those 5 things that I mentioned to you. Live uprightly, do not take offense, Do not be irritable. Allow God to vindicate, forgive, and then you find yourself in total holiness. And when you are holy, you allow heaven to pour out into you what God wants. And what God wants is good for you. My name is Augusto Giron. I live in Italy as a missionary. Share my videos, help me out, and I see you until next time.